is hanging down tonight, in black and blue with diamonds too, waiting for our eyes. Look how the songs were written in various places, like in Donegal and Kerry and Drogheda, where I'm from, but also in Nashville, and the album was recorded in Nashville, partly in the home studio of the guy who produced it, Tim Lauer, who's an amazing producer. But we also got the opportunity to work in a couple of big Nashville studios, like Quad, where Neil Young made Harvest, and Sound Emporium, where R.E.M. made Document. So we had a really nice mix of studios and experiences in terms of, and the musicians we worked with over there were all musicians who were already heroes of mine from working on albums that were made in Nashville that I loved, kind of cool Nashville albums. There's a whole side of Nashville that makes very commercial pop country, and there's a whole side of Nashville that makes some of the best alternative Americana music in the world. How many times do I have to try to tell you that I'm sorry for the things I've done? And when I start to try to tell you, there are two songs on the album that are covers. And in both cases, I'm actually very proud to say both of those songs were written by women. And they're not songs that you might traditionally associate with a male vocal. One is a song called Mercy Now by Mary Gaucher, who's a songwriter from Louisiana. And I was amazed at how relevant her words were to an Irish person. That made an awful lot of sense to me as an Irish person to sing that song. And the other cover on the record is a version of Why by Annie Lennox. And I was amazed at how relevant that seemed for a man to sing that song. I mean, it's one of her version is one of the greatest female pop vocals of all time, but it just made enormous emotional sense to me as a man to sing that song. So there's two covers on the record, and I think neither of them are things you would expect a male singer-songwriter to be doing, and I'm really proud of that. Is a song called Two Steps from Heaven, which was written by an amazing German artist called Ray Garvey. He's actually an Irish artist, he's from Tralee, but he's based in Germany. And the song was written for a Cecilia Ahern movie called Between Heaven and Here, to air on German TV. So they asked me to cut a version of the song here because they thought it would suit my voice. So we recorded that song in Drogheda. And we sent it over, and they were really, really happy. So we mixed it, put it in the movie, and the response to it has been really, really good so far. Really pleased about that. 2 steps from hell, no one else can save you unless you save yourself. When you're 2 steps from hell. On the artwork of the album, on the digital booklet that comes with the iTunes version, there's a quote from William Blake, and it says, it's about belief, you know. It says, "He who doubts from what he sees will never believe, do what you please. If the sun and moon should doubt, they'd immediately go out." And this record for me, the reason that quote is on there is because this record for me was all about belief. Because I was making it in Nashville and working with people I'd never worked with before, there were an awful lot of firsts on this album for me. So really, there were times when I was worried about the direction, I was worried about all these new things I was taking on, I was worried that it wasn't, you know, me or whatever, and there were a lot of times when I just had to have faith in the people I was working with. Trust, there was a lot of trust, and belief that we were really doing the right thing, you know. And, you know, faith that if you feel in your guts that something is right and that it's going to it's going to work out, that you have to honour that, you have to respect that. So this record really represents a big step for me in terms of, you know, taking a leap, you know. And I'm really happy with how it came out. I made a record by trusting people and believing in what we were doing. I made a record I would never have made otherwise.